I'm on a press trip with Zenith. It's a weirdly long, it's a 4-day trip. This is different from any other press trip because we're in Scotland. Let's see what the room's like. It's not bad. There she is. So this is pretty much standard procedure with watch events, is that you get a goodie bag. I always dreamed that in a goodie bag there'll be a watch. There's never a watch. That is a very big gilet. This is like a pack a Mac. Zenith baseball cap. There's an umbrella. I mean, there's a theme going on here, isn't there? One of the benefits of this trip is I've had to just drive an hour down the road, so close to where I live, which is really nice. It's very different traveling for holiday compared to traveling for work. Traveling for work is often a hassle. Now, I'm not complaining because it's an acceptable hassle. This is our itinerary for today. 1 o'clock is the next thing, so that's in 10 minutes. Wearing my IWC Mark 20 on a Bark & Jack leather shell Cordovan strap. Gorgeous strap, barkandjack.com. So the next thing is 1 o'clock. Transfer to legacy program location. I wonder if I'm going to need all that waterproof stuff. Extreme E is partnering with Zenith District Salmon Fishery Board. This project aims to reverse the impact of climate change through community engagement, education, and the application of science. So we're trying to catch salmon in this little river wearing very fetching outfits. Ricky from Scottish Watches. Shit to bed. There's this whole piece around this motorsports that's going on, and them trying to do something good for the environment. It's really weird electrocuting the water around the salmon to capture the salmon and then measuring it, looking at the health of it. But basically this is where they breed salmon and try and bring salmon back into the environment. As with all press trips, there's very little downtime, and I have about 10 minutes. I have to be downstairs ready for dinner, and it's a cocktail dress code. I don't know what cocktail means, but I've got a jacket and chinos and a shirt. I'm feeling a bit rough. Today is supposed to be a Scottish day. Everyone's going off to a restaurant in Glasgow and then to a distillery. I live in Glasgow, so I have the Scottish experience every day. So my plan is to borrow the watch, take it to my studio, shoot that, and then come back. So this is the Zenith Extreme E limited edition for 2023. It is a big boy. This is a chunky watch in all measurements. It's a 45mm wide carbon case. This is a watch on my 6.5-inch wrist. It is striking. It is a sexy colorway, and it doesn't just come with this Velcro strap. It has quite a few strap options because it has this clever quick release mechanism within the case, which is smart. This rubber strap is my favorite combination. This looks absolutely awesome. There's only going to be 100 units of this, and it's pretty pricey. It's pretty punchy at £26,600. It's powered by Zenith's legendary El Primero movement, which allows you to track time down to 1/100th of a second. Look how fast this seconds hand whizzes around the dial. It's kind of mesmerizing and kind of pointless unless you have something very fast to keep time off. So this is what this whole event is about. Zenith is a big sponsor of Extreme E, and I am now absolutely obsessed with these little micro machine cars. They're just nuts. It's quite odd seeing them drive because you would expect there to be some almighty roar of a combustion engine, but it just sounds like this little whine of a big remote control car. They move like they're just a big remote control car. They don't drive for very long. They're all battery powered. They have this massive 50 kilowatt, I think it is, battery. They had a practice run yesterday to do their qualifying laps, and there was an epic crash. It kind of highlights how well built the batteries are, because obviously the batteries could explode. Batteries are a massive fire hazard, and they've never had a fire. If you follow the channel, then you might know which watches I have in my collection, and therefore you might know that I don't own a Zenith. Although I don't prescribe to the idea that if you're invited to a press event by a brand, that you have to wear a watch from that brand. That it isn't that kind of relationship. I'm basically not being invited because I'm a friend. I'm being invited because I have a channel, and there's a hope from the PR and marketing point of view that there might be something interesting happening on this trip that I might want to make content about. There's no contractual obligation to do so. It's just a hope and an offering, I guess. So I don't really prescribe to the idea that you need to wear a watch from the brand that the press strip is about. So these are the watches that I have with me. There's my kind of daily, my most worn watch, Rolex Explorer 2. This is the latest version. I want a Bark and Jack NATO strap. May as well plug. Zenith aren't paying me, so. This is my kind of dress offering for this trip. My IWC Mark 20 on a leather Bark and Jack strap. I always kind of travel with my Explorer, especially for work, because it's just, it can do anything. And then this is essentially just a glorified sleep aid, the Apple Watch. I am hoping that Zenith will lend me a watch.
A few moments later.
I've finally been lent a watch. Check out this sexy thing. This is hot. Sexy movement on the inside. I'm feeling a bit rough, but last night was pretty epic. Carl Cox DJing, pretty intimate party on a boat in Glasgow. It's been a fun trip. What do you think of this new limited edition Defy? If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you like the style of this video, hit the subscribe button down there and that little bell icon to get notifications when I drop a new video. We sell watch straps and watch accessories over at barkandjack.com. And if you're on Instagram, give me a follow at barkandjack. I'll see you guys soon.